On a scientific level, we have a nervous system, and our nervous system is attuned to or has normalized a certain experience of reality. This is your frequency. As you expand your capacity, you are attuning your nervous system to a new experience of reality. And that is coming from what? Your frequency. It's coming from and connected with who you believe yourself to be. Now, is this process simple? Yeah, kinda. I just laid it out for you. You can take that and go change your life with it. Is it easy? I will tell you that all of our private clients that are here right now will tell you it is not always easy. Sometimes it's super uncomfortable, sometimes painful actually, because we are, instead of being in a reality where we just focus on following what feels good, we are now starting to look at, well, what doesn't feel good? What are you afraid of? What are you suffering from? That piece is not always comfortable. That is why, for those of you that haven't known, we do also offer support for people just like you at all different levels, change makers. I did want to make sure for any of you who are interested in what that looks like and seeing if you are a fit. Number one, you're going to be the kind of person who is spiritually minded, who is devoted to your own inner mastery, and also knows that you have the power to create your reality. We aren't going to just talk about the destiny and the co-creation, but really focusing on what is it that you do have power over in your life to create. I saw a question about how do you enhance or grow your intuition? How do you begin hearing it? I will tell you that it's a process of practice every day. And over time, what happens is you're building a sense of self-trust. That's really all it is. You're building a sense of self-trust, and you start with small things, and then eventually, then you're able to trust yourself to do bigger things, which is how I was able to get on a plane by myself and fly all the way to Africa in order to go into initiation. Because some people are like, who does that? That's terrifying. I knew no one. But my intuition guided me to that. And I had built such a relationship with my intuition that it's very sharp. So sharp that if my intuition tells me right now to get up and go to IKEA, I'm going to get up, I'm going to go to IKEA, and I'm probably going to bump into somebody and something's going to happen. I don't know. Self-trust is the name of the game. Activate your intuition is great. If you want to start there, you can. It is absolutely an incredible place to start, because if you cannot hear your inner voice, it's very difficult to be guided. So in our containers, we don't tell you what to do. All we are doing is supporting you, accessing your inner knowing, your inner mastery, and developing that and challenging it. How can you tell the difference between your inner knowing and your ego? There's going to be a few key differences. So your ego is concerned with keeping you safe, because your non-physical aspect knows that you are limitless. It knows you're limitless. Your ego believes that it's human and limits you. It has a few voices to it. One of those is that it will speak about time. It will typically have a rush to it, like, I should have been working with more people by now. I should have a bigger impact by now. My business should be bigger by now. That's ego. You will notice also that ego, because of its function, it operates in comparison. It compares what you're experiencing to something else. And the other thing that I notice about ego is that it usually will bring up evidence. So ego loves evidence. which you can utilize if you understand ego. I work with my clients all the time on how do we build evidence in a direction of expansion for you versus limitation. So it will tell you things like, oh, we shouldn't go and start that new business because remember that time that we did and it failed? That's ego. Our intuition, number one, it's quite quiet and calm because it has eternity. We're going to keep telling you and we're going to keep making it louder and more obvious for you. But also, if you don't get it in this life, okay, we'll try again next time in our next form. That's okay. It also doesn't talk down to you. It doesn't compare you to anything else.